it's Zane here. It's October 12th, 2014. I wanted to make a video about navigating family while transitioning because I feel like that's a super hard thing to do. One of the things that have helped me navigate family is finding at least one person who I can count on to be with me if I'm at a family gathering or something like that. So for me, this is my cousin. And I've really talked to her about how, like, I don't want my trans status to be outed and stuff like that. I started transitioning, I had my top surgery in May, and I started transitioning 4 months ago, so I started hormones shortly after. I had my top surgery, and one of my concerns was basically I've known about this family gathering for a while, and there's no pressure for me to go. My cousin has even been like, Zane, if you can't come, don't be there. So I've kind of been navigating whether or not I want to be in that space. I think also, like, sharing resources with family, like, don't take on the role. Like, for me, I feel like I'm the only person who can really tell them what's okay to ask and what's not okay to ask, but I also asked a friend of mine to email like her resources so that I don't always have to be the one that my family asks excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold, that my family asks offensive questions to. So them having resources without, and me being able to say, actually, I don't want to answer that, has been really helpful to me. Another thing that has been helpful for me is, like, I live on my own, so I don't always have to, like, navigate family constantly. I have my own space to be in. So knowing that when I go to my family gathering tomorrow, I can come back to my own space and process and feel and do what I need to do and do some self-care has really been helping me. Family has also been super difficult during my transition. I'm finding out who will truly be there for me and who won't. It takes time for everyone, but I'm hoping eventually more people will come around, and I also don't want to be known as the trans cousin in the family because that's my business. So it's been hard because I wish I could just move somewhere and be completely stealth, like in all of my communities, so that nobody would know about my trans status. And it's hard with family. Not like my immediate family knows, my grandparents know because they raised me. And my dad, he actually called me Zane for the first time the other day, which was super awesome. I just think that there's a lot of silence around being Desi and trans. And navigating family because it's super hard. I think one of the things that makes it harder for me is not having access to the language to explain to my family what's happening in a way that they would understand it. My mom is getting there, and she's doing pretty great. I got her a book called Transitions, which is about it's about moms talking about how their trans kids came out to them and what their first reactions were and how they supported their kids and like what they were feeling too. So I think it's been really good for my mom to read that and to hear from other moms about that. My relationship with my sister, I'm not sure, I feel like it's in the same place as before, so not the strongest, but that's okay. And my dad is being better. I think there's a lot of like gender hypermasculine stuff that is really challenging him because I'm trans, and like he thinks men are supposed to be a certain way and stuff, and so that's gonna be a constant battle, I think, but that's fine. That's what I knew about. I know a lot of people who have the experience of thinking about their family a lot before they transitioned. That's not my experience. I didn't think about my family a lot when I made the decision to transition and get top surgery. I just decided that I needed it for myself, and my survival in that. Transitioning was what's best for me in that I can only live if I transition. So, yeah, I think there are many layers when it comes to navigating family and being trans. If you want to talk about anything or have any questions, I'm totally open to that. I would love to talk more about being South Asian and being trans and navigating family because there aren't many narratives out there. Yeah, that's all I have to say about family and transitioning. Thanks so much.